All right, Patrick, thanks. Still, that cold did take its toll on the kayakers, and this morning they did have to be hospitalized briefly. Fox 11's Andrew Lacombe has more on that side of the story.
The U.S. Coast Guard says 2 of the rescued kayakers showed signs of hypothermia. This Coast Guard picture shows the kayakers getting medical attention. They told a hospital spokesperson they did not wish to share their story with the public. However, I talked to a doctor who was in the emergency room when the kayakers arrived. Speaking on behalf of the rescued kayakers, Dr. Richard Stein thanked everyone who helped out.
Obviously, everyone's very relieved. We had a near-miss tragedy, and thanks to the Coast Guard, everything turned out great. They were very appreciative of all the care we received from the Coast Guard, from our rescue workers, EMS, and our paramedics, and the nursing staff.
Stein explained how he treats people for hypothermia.
We'll assess your degree of hydration, your kidney function.
He also described how hypothermia could occur on a summer night.
In a case like last night when it dropped down to the 50s, prolonged exposure when you're damp or wet or just sitting around in a bathing suit, you could start to get hypothermia.
And while everyone reacts differently to long periods of time in and around water, age and body type do play a role.
Your muscles are working overtime, and your muscles could work so hard that you actually start to get muscle breakdown.
Dr. Stein says he usually treats a few people every month for hypothermia. He says it is most common in the fall. Reporting in Marinette, Andrew Lacombe, Fox 11 News.
And back in Texas, neighbors of Allison Alter say they are relieved to hear that she, her son, and her nephew are all doing okay. They say the family is very active.
I'm really glad that everything's okay. I know they were into like bike riding and hiking, and they're really active, so in a way it's not that surprising.
Well, so how can kayakers stay safe when they go out and help prevent a similar situation when they are on the water? Experts say make sure you get some basic instruction like how to get in and out of a kayak, how to paddle it, and what to do if you capsize. Kayakers should always be wearing a life jacket and bring water or a cell phone or a radio. People also, experts say, should have a float plan.
Where do you plan to launch from? Where do you plan to end, and what's your exit strategy in between? So we know where to start as a rescuer.
The U.S. Coast Guard reports 113 kayak accidents happened nationwide last year, and the main reasons are hazardous water and inexperienced operators. Officials at Sturgeon Bay's Coast Guard Station, which covers Green Bay and part of Lake Michigan, say crews respond to at least a dozen kayak accidents every year.